All praises and glory goes to our mighty power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, salutations unto the elect men feeding the sheep of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, in sincerity and truth, with this great gospel that is coming out of our Bible, strictly for the elect of the children of Israel, man. Elect for the children of Israel, and that's a chosen people out of a chosen people, man. And you got these other nations who thinking that this gospel is for everybody underneath a Christian banner, right? Christianity is vanishing away, just like this society is vanishing away. And don't too many people believe in white Jesus, right? Don't too many people believe in that Christian spirit, that God loves everybody's spirit, especially when it's not being shown on earth. It's obvious that the Lord is only favored towards one people right now, and who's that people, right? The people that earth has been given into their hands, Esau, Edom. This is his time, the time of the wicked, right? And his world is vanishing away. I'm reading the book of 2nd Ezra. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 6 verse 20. It says, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, right? This place is finished. This place is through. Then will I show these tokens, right? How we know this place is through? The collapse of the currency, right? The enemies of America teaming up to build a new currency, teaming up to build a new system against them, leaving them out, right? America has been blackballed from the world, right? It says, when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens, the books shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together, right? Because what everybody's seeing, that this is the end of this man's system, the end of this man's society.
The one really good thing about this government shutdown that people don't seem to be talking about, I don't think ICE is getting paid. Because according to the big beautiful bill, all the extra funding that they, allocated for ICE is only good through the fiscal year of 2025. And if you didn't know, the fiscal year of 2025 doesn't end in December. The fiscal year in 2025 ended on the 1st. So the fiscal year of 2025 is over, which means there's no more funding allocated for ICE. Now, whether or not Trump is actually going to follow that, or whether he'll still send them checks or not, I'm not sure. But legally speaking, ICE shouldn't be getting paid during this government shutdown, which is a good thing. Like, as far as I'm concerned, we should keep this shutdown going for as long as we possibly can, because I really like the idea that, the ICE agents won't get their paychecks. That's fine with me. As far as I'm concerned, the Democrats can keep the government shut down till next election, for all I care. I mean, at this point, the Republicans are breaking down all of the good things that the government does anyway, so if we stop them from doing all the bad crap too, sounds like a win to me.
6 years ago, we had a government shutdown. And does anyone want to take a wild guess who was president then when we had a government?
If we stop them from doing all the bad crap too, sounds like a win to me.
6 years ago, we had a government shutdown. And does anyone want to take a wild guess who was president then when we...
I'm reading the book of Daniel 12 and 10. It says, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly. Right? You keep voting the wicked man in power. Right? The wicked is still in rulership. What you expect the wicked to do? Right? Don't forget, Clinton was a Democrat. What did he do? He sent all your jobs overseas. Obama was a Democrat. What did he do? He turned his country into a Brokeback Mountain spirit. Right? And you already know I ain't even gonna go into the Republicans. They do what the wicked gonna do wickedly. Them devils gonna do exactly what's in their spirit. You can't get mad at DJT. DJT tell you everything he gonna do. He ain't holding nothing back. It says, many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand. You got a lot of wicked Edomites. They don't, what's going on? I thought this was supposed to help us out. No, it's not helping you out. Them farmers, look at them farmers, man. Right? The wicked farmers, they calling the police. They calling Vanilla Ice on their own employees. Now they ain't got no employees to work for them. They, help. They looking for that money. They looking for that financial bailout. That's why a lot of people in Babylon are tired of working. That's another spirit. The spirit of working is through in Babylon the Great. That's why the doors are shut in the streets. The sound of the grinding is low. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand. And none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. Yeah, we see exactly what the fuck is going on, right? Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, it says, the thing that have been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. Right? I'm reading it again. The thing that have been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Right? In other words, things repeat itself. Right? This ain't the same first time, right? And you done hired back the same dude to do the same job over again. You done gave this man another time, another term to fulfill what he's supposed to fulfill, because he didn't fulfill it the first time. Right? He's back in office with a vengeance.
6 years ago, we had a government shutdown. And does anyone want to take a wild guess who was president then when we had a government shutdown? I'll give you a minute to think about it. If you said Trump, you are right. His first presidency, he had a government shutdown that went on from December 22nd, 2018 until January 25th, 2019. That shutdown went on for 35 days, the longest in any government shutdown. And also, if anyone recall, he did an interview back in 2011 with Meredith on the Today Show. He said himself, if the government shuts down, it's a negative mark on the president. Anyone recall, he did an interview back in 2011 with Meredith on the Today Show. He said himself, if the government shuts down, it's a negative mark on the president.
I'm going to read the book of Psalm 64. Verse 8, right? It reads, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. And, right, that's what's happening, right? You got these politicians, they come and they speaking these smooth words. They speaking these deceitful words, right? They speaking these lies, and once they sign that oath to the elites, right? Now it's time to fulfill the pleasures of the elites. Yeah, the elites don't give a fuck about your job. Yeah, the elites don't give a damn about your house. Yeah, the elites don't give a damn about your kids on drugs. Right? This whole system is built and set up by the elites, man, to collapse a society. Right? We're seeing a world vanish away. Right? We're seeing a system collapse. Right? It says, so they shall make their own tongues to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. That's why not too many people dealing with these politicians, right? What's another thing? People are fleeing Babylon the Great, man. Right, Babylon the Great is it's not a place of people used to come to. You remember at one time, this was the place, the melting pot, everybody coming here from all over the world. Now when people are leaving.
You to leave first, and it is better for you to leave first and to set up a soft landing for your other immediate friends and family.
I'm just going to say it because nobody else is saying it, even though we're all thinking it. The American dream is to leave America.
It is better for you to leave first and to set up a soft landing for your other immediate friends and family.
I'm just going to say it because nobody else is saying it, even though we're all thinking it. The American dream is to leave America.
Nearly 9 million Americans have left the country. And if there were a new state called Expatland, it would probably be more populous than Vermont, Wyoming, and Alaska combined. After all, what made citizens of the world's richest nation, once hailed as the land of the American dream, choose to leave their own homeland? Let's look at the small details in life. A supermarket bill for almost $300 for just 1 week of groceries. A retired couple has to count every penny to pay for health insurance that costs as much as their rent. A family in Chicago is teaching their children how to duck when they hear gunshots, instead of how to cross the street. This insurance that costs as much as their rent. A family in Chicago is teaching their children how to duck when they hear gunshots, instead of how to cross the street. This is no one else's business. This is our story. And if nearly 9 million Americans have left, perhaps it's time to ask again. Is staying in America still the right choice? And are we the next ones to pack our bags? This is our story. And if nearly 9 million Americans have left, perhaps it's time to ask again. Is staying in America still the right choice? And are we the next ones to pack our bags?
go to the book of Jeremiah 50. Let's start at verse 1. It says, the word of the Lord, the word that the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Right? Babylon the great, America. Declare ye among the nations and publish, and set up a standard and publish and conceal not. Right? That's why it says, once you get this knowledge and wisdom, you're supposed to go out there and push this gospel, man. Right? You're supposed to push this gospel. Matter of fact, Isaiah 62:6. I have set up watchmen upon the walls of Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace. Which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Day nor night. That's why Jake be up in different times putting up these videos. Putting up these videos because what we're locked in, we're watching. Right? We're seeing what's happening. Right? So we could warn our people of the things to come. Of the evils to come, right? Our enemy's about to come. Our enemy been flooded, been surrounded us with military, right? We're already in them times. The military surrounded us. We're already in the time of Jacob's trouble, right? So you should be looking for a time of what? Famine. What's coming next? Famine. What's coming next? RFID chips. What's coming out next? Death. A lot of dead motherfuckers, right? This is the book of. I'm going to read again, Isaiah 62:6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace, day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, man. Keep not silence, man. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Because there's a reward for you not keeping silence. Don't forget, you ain't working for free just because you ain't got paid yet. Right? You get paid at the end. At the end, you get paid at the end when the Lord delivers your ass from this destruction. Really, that's the first payment. The first payment comes with salvation, man, from these troubles. Deliverance from the troubles. And then what's the other thing, man? The Lord said He'll give you the crowns. Right? Because that's what we're looking for, the crowns. I'm going to read it again, Isaiah 62:6. I have set a watchman upon thy walls. And the watchman is going to give warning to the people of the Lord. Right, give them warning from me, said the Lord, of Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. How can you hold your peace when there's so much happening? Right, so much happening. So much things raveling. Every time you fucking open your eyes and watch the media, something new done happen. You see DJT, every day he wake up, every other day, every week he's signing different laws into effect. He's pushing different agendas. Right, the wicked is not sleeping, so how the fuck you sleeping as a man of the Lord, right? I have set watchmen upon thy walls of Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. Back to Jeremiah 50, verse 1, it says, the word of the Lord that the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Right, that's what the Lord do. He uses prophets to speak against the land. Just like you got prophets in America speaking against Babylon the Great, right? It says, declare ye among the nations, and publish and set up a standard, publish and conceal not. I guarantee Jeremiah is here today. Jeremiah is here today. Say, Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded, her images are broken. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, Russia, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall depart both man and beast, right? The Lord's about to destroy America. The Lord's about to destroy America, Babylon the Great.
I'm lying. Go look at your potential updates on your insurance premiums. How much you're going to have to pay for health insurance, even through your jobs. Your jobs have sent out packets. Go look at it. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you in the next one.
So as we all knew he was going to do, Trump is using the government shutdown in order to punish more people he doesn't like. This is why, like I said, he's not going to lose any sleep over the government being shut down, because he's just going to bluster and gaslight people that it's the Democrats' fault when he holds all three branches of government. But also, what were Trump's comments years ago about the government being shut down?
If there is a shutdown, I think it would be a tremendously negative mark on the President of the United States. He's the one that has to get people together.
The president's the leader, and he's got to get everybody in a room, and he's got to...
Comments years ago about the government being shut down?
If there is a shutdown, I think it would be a tremendously negative mark on the President of the United States. He's the one that has to get people together.
The president's the leader, and he's got to get everybody in a room, and he's got to lead in 25 years and 50 years and 100 years from now, when the government is, when they talk about the government shutdown, they're going to be talking about the President of the United States. Who was the president at that time?
I'm sure it surprises no one.
25 years and 50 years and 100 years from now, when the government is, when they talk about the government shutdown, they're going to be talking about the President of the United States. Who was the president at that time?
I'm sure
5 years and 50 years and 100 years from now, when the government is, when they talk about the government shutdown, they're going to be talking about the President of the United States. Who was the president at that time?
I'm sure it surprises no one that he's a big fat fucking hypocrite. Or
I'm going to finish with Isaiah 24. Verse 10, it says, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All the joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. Right? The mirth of the land is gone. Right? And that's why they had a report. They said all these sporting events, man, that's rich motherfuckers going to. Right? The average man has been priced out of WWE, has been priced out the NBA, the NFL. Right? The society is turning on what the average man. That's why the average man about to pick up arms and try to fight against the elites. It talks about it in the Bible, right? The man gonna take up sword, neighbor against neighbor, city against city, realm against realm. That civil war is coming very soon, and everything points to it. I'm reading it again. It says Isaiah 24:10, the city of confusion, America, Babylon. Babylon is confusion. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All the joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. And the city is left desolation. And the gate is smitten with destruction. Right? Who's at the gates? The nobles, the rulers. Right? The people who think they got power. Guess what? Their power is fucking vanishing. It's vanishing. Shalom.